Let's learn a few new time expressions in German. You've had some of these time nouns before. Some are new. Repeat them after me, in the singular and the plural. Die Sekunde, die Sekunden, die Minute, die Minuten, die Stunde, die Stunden, der Tag, die Tage, die Woche, die Wochen, der Monat, die Monate, das Jahr, die Jahre. Notice that the feminine ones, the ones in red, all end in an E in the singular, and therefore they form their plural by adding an N. The other three, the word day, der Tag, month, der Monat, and year, das Jahr, make their plurals by adding just the letter E. Now, if I want to say in a second, in a minute, in an hour, etc., I use the word in, but I need the dative case. So feminine nouns change eine to einer, and you get this. In einer Sekunde, in a second, eine becomes einer. In einer Minute, in a minute. In einer Stunde, in an hour. And in einer Woche, in a week, or in 1 week. And for masculine and neuter nouns, ein changes to einem, as it should for dative case, so you get in einem Tag, in 1 day or in a day, in einem Monat, in a month, in einem Jahr, in a year or in 1 year. Now repeat all of these after me. In einer Sekunde, in einer Minute, in einer Stunde, in einem Tag, in einer Woche, in einem Monat, in einem Jahr. Good. Now repeat the word for ago in German, vor. Again, vor. Now you've seen this word used in expressions where it didn't mean ago, such as to be starving or famished, something you learned in the last lesson, to be dying of hunger, vor Hungersterben. So here it doesn't mean ago. And you also had it when you learned how to say to be afraid of something, as in, I'm afraid of the bat. Ich habe Angst vor der Fledermaus. So again, it doesn't mean ago here, but in time expressions it means ago. So if I want to say a second ago, a minute ago, an hour ago, etc., I use the word for, but again, I need the dative case. So once again, feminine nouns will change eine to einer, and masculine and neuter nouns change ein to einem. But here's something you'll notice right away. The word for, ago, comes before the noun. You'll see what I mean. Here's how to say a second ago, a minute ago, etc. They put the word ago before a second and a minute and an hour, where we put it afterwards. So they say kind of ago a second, ago a minute. So repeat these after me. Vor einer Sekunde. Vor einer Minute. Vor einer Stunde. And keep in mind, they all mean such and such ago. A second ago, a minute ago, an hour ago, a day ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. Continue repeating after me. Vor einem Tag. Vor einer Woche. Vor einem Monat. Vor einem Jahr. Good. Now, what if I want to say in 2 seconds, in 4 minutes, or 3 hours ago? Something plural. Well, something I told you recently comes into play. I told you that a plural noun in the dative case must end in the letter N, even if it doesn't normally end in the letter N in the plural. As you see here, only day, month, and year don't end in an N in the plural, so one must be added. So the plurals with in or for, meaning ago, would be the following. In or vor 2 Sekunden, in or vor 3 Minuten, in or vor 4 Stunden, in 5 Tagen, in 5 days, or vor 5 Tagen, now the N is added, 5 days ago, or in or vor 6 Wochen, but again with Monate, you see the N added, in 7 Monaten, in 7 months, or vor 7 Monaten, 7 months ago, and the same thing with year, in 8 Jahren, in 8 years, or vor 8 Jahren, 8 years ago, even though Jahre is the normal plural. So, let's learn a new verb. the verb ankommen, to arrive. We've learned the verb kommen, to come, so ankommen means to arrive. It's a separable prefix verb, so the an, the prefix, will separate. Repeat after me. Ich komme an. Du kommst an. Kommt an. Wir kommen an. Ihr kommt an. Sie kommen an. And let's do it in the past tense as well. Repeat, I arrived, you arrived, etc. Ich bin angekommen. Du bist angekommen. Ist angekommen. Wir sind angekommen. Ihr seid angekommen. Sie sind angekommen. You already learned the past tense of kommen and how the past participle was gekommen, so ankommen works the same way, except the an, the prefix, is attached to gekommen. And just like the word kommen itself, the verb to come, the verb to arrive takes sein as a helping verb instead of haben, so it's ich bin, not ich habe angekommen, etc. So say, I'm arriving in 3 minutes, and I arrived 1 minute ago. Ich komme in 3 Minuten an. Ich bin vor einer Minute angekommen. Say you're arriving in 2 months, and you arrived 1 month ago. Du kommst in 2 Monaten an. Du bist vor einem Monat angekommen. And notice in these sentences, the words in and for taking the dative case. In that first sentence here, the word Monate is the normal plural, but we needed the n on it because of the plural, dative plural. But down below, einem Monat, it's singular, so it's the dative word for ein, which is einem. Let's continue. Say he's arriving in 4 hours, and she arrived 1 hour ago. Kommt in 4 Stunden an. Sie ist vor einer Stunde angekommen. Say we're arriving in 6 weeks, and we arrived 1 week ago. Wir kommen in 6 Wochen an. Wir sind vor einer Woche angekommen. Say you, informal plural, are arriving in 5 days, and you arrived 1 day ago. Ihr kommt in 5 Tagen an. Ihr seid vor einem Tag angekommen. And once again, notice that first sentence. Tage is the normal plural, but the n had to be attached because it's dative plural. Say they are arriving in 7 years, and they arrived 1 year ago. Sie kommen in 7 Jahren an. Sie sind vor einem Jahr angekommen. And again, notice that first sentence, the regular plural of year, Jahr, would be Jahre, but the n was attached for the dative plural. Good job. Auf Wiedersehen.